Damn. Drake's had a rough year, boy.
What are you doing? It's been a long fight.
In the last few weeks, we've seen him kick off an Australian tour on the same day as Kendrick's Super Bowl performance. But then, in the blink of an eye, it all came to an abrupt end.
Emotions running high after fans find out the Drake concert has been cancelled.
We should have seen it coming. I mean, the reasons he went out there were wrong from the start. But before we get into that, let's rewind a couple of weeks. February 19th, 2025. A video surfaces of Drake stepping onto the balcony of the Crown Towers penthouse in Sydney, Australia. Spotting a drone invading his privacy, he grabs an orange slide and launches it, just missing. As the drone ascends, Drake looks back at his laptop. But it's too late. It's escaped, carrying the footage that would hit media outlets the world over.
Breaking news tonight.
Was Drake's privacy invaded?
I'm sure that's how it played out in Drake's head, but if you rewind and study the film, it's pretty obvious that this was a setup. Let's run the clip again. What you first notice when the video starts is an open laptop on the table of the balcony. Beside it is an orange drink, implying someone had been sitting there. However, if you go forward a few frames, you see that the seat is still pushed up against the table. I mean, how many people push their chairs back in if they're planning on coming back? Better still, if you're sat on the 88th floor overlooking the Sydney Opera House, why would you choose a seat facing away from the view? As the video continues, you'll see Drake notice the drone and turn back to grab something to throw at it. If you look closely, you'll notice the reflections of a DJI Mavic drone in the glass. Drake then shuffles in his black steel-tipped shoes and throws a slide. Now, he clearly wasn't trying to hit the drone with a throw like that. And that's probably because the person flying it can be seen in the corner of the balcony, reflected in the glass. Now, as the drone ascends, you'll see the reflection of the Crown Casino logo in the glass to the left, but it isn't visible where it actually sits on the building. Here's a Google Earth image, clearly showing the Crown logo is just above Drake's penthouse. But then if you go back to Drake's video, you'll notice that the logo has been edited out. As for the reason why, it's pretty simple. Crown Casino logo conflicts with the people who have Drake out on the balcony performing these stunts. Remember the laptop at the start of the clip? Well, the page that is conveniently open to is that of stake.com, the company that's been reportedly paying Drake $100 million a year to promote. But why would they pick Drake of all people?
Drake? Drake?
Have they not heard of the Drake curse?
The Drake curse?
The problem is that every time Drake either wears a shirt from a club, the club loses.
The Drake curse became a thing when people noticed that whenever he endorsed a team, athlete, or put a wager on something, they would lose.
We all love Drake, but you just don't win.
For example, Drake bet that Conor McGregor would beat Khabib. He then bet that Anthony Joshua would beat Andy Ruiz.
When Drake finally bet on me, I lost as well.
They obviously didn't pick him because of his skill or luck when it comes to betting. At the time, Drake was one of the biggest stars on the planet, and this guy, Eddie Craven, the Australian 26-year-old owner of Stake.com, was simply a big fan that knew Drake's reach. Hence why he's been paying him $100 million a year just to link to Stake in his Insta bio, publish bets that he puts on through the platform, as well as streaming once a month on Kick, another platform owned by Eddie Craven.
I want to make sure everybody can hear me first. Everybody can hear me first?
The stream you're looking at was broadcast in December of 2023.
Look at my eyes. You guys want to do something? You guys? That's what I thought.
When Drake announced his new alter ego.
This is my alter ego. Anita Max Win.
Anita Max Win.
Anita Max Win.
This is the logo for Anita Max Win. A young girl with glasses, wearing Drake's OVO chain. In reality, he had no choice but to use a female character because of the name Anita. And the reason why they were so desperate to use the name is because Anita Max Win, said differently, really stands for I need a max win, a common phrase used by gamblers praying for a win.
Come on, six with your funky ass.
Understandably, many have taken issue with Drake promoting gambling to his audience, which for the most part skews towards the younger demographic. But have you seen the merch for the Anita Max Win tour? So naturally, some of the merch includes his alter ego. But forget that. Take a look at this hoodie he's selling for $250. The first thing you notice is the image of this older woman. Don't play like you don't know who she is. Her name is Ava Adams,
I'm Ava Adams.
Adams spelt with 2 Ds. But what's more striking is that there's a blatant domain name with the number 4 written next to the image. Now, the domain name without the .com plus the number 4 is actually the title of a movie that stars Ava Adams. And why would he be promoting this on his tour? When you research the domain, you see that it was first registered in 1999, was active for a little while, but then it went dormant. Since Drake's been promoting it, it's now been reactivated with a coming soon holding page. Drake, what's going on? It's clear that Drake's receiving substantial sums of money to promote not only one, but 2 highly addictive industries. Industries that often look down upon and carry major risks for someone as high profile as he is.
I never let myself get too invested in the lows or the highs.
While it's uncertain what's to come with the new domain that Drake's promoting on his merch, even though we can make an educated guess. As for Stake, many are already speculating that it's a fragile venture, a house of cards that could collapse quickly and dramatically.
Stake is out of control.
This is not a scammer business.
This is their headquarters, bro.
Now, if that happens, the first celebrity fingers will point at will undoubtedly be Drake.
How much are they paying him to make it worth it?
Not only because he's the most prominent figure linked to the brand,
100 million?
but also its highest profile earner. Still, Drake faces ongoing issues that have followed him throughout the past year.
Because you was taunting that man, and that man was game planning and strategizing for you.
Understandably, he may have believed that he could move forward unbothered,
Grave mistake.
much like he did to the loss of Pusha T. However, after a series of avoidable mistakes, now might be the best time for him to step back and regroup.
It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit, and that's all. So I'm just...
Don't start that.
No, I'm good. I'm just regrouping.
You sure?
You got a tissue?
There's rumours that Drake could headline the first ever halftime show at the 2026 World Cup Finals.
Drake. Kendrick Lamar dissed him at the Super Bowl.
While Kendrick's Super Bowl performance was monumental,
It was mid. It was nothing spectacular. Kendrick fans were just glazing him.
the World Cup's global reach makes this an even bigger platform.
2 billion viewers from every corner of the world. Is like 20 times the Super Bowl.
It could be the perfect opportunity for Drake to reset his career.
I never let myself get too invested in the lows or the highs.
Every hit he takes, he's still standing and he's still performing for us. Drake is back. That's funny. He's back.